What's going on, you guys? What's going on? Welcome back to another video with your boy Abe Shaw. Shout out to everybody that's been plugging in recently. I know I haven't been dropping. I think the last video was like maybe 13 days ago. I'm like, bro, I looked at my YouTube channel. I'm like, bro, I'm tripping. Let me actually get back on my posting every day. Getting back to posting vlogs, getting back to posting trading videos, and just everything I've been telling y'all about to do anyway. Right? No talking, more doing. So, without further ado, I do got a couple announcements at the end of this video, but as you guys can already see by the title of this video, this is a Sunday market breakdown analysis video. So that's what we're going to go ahead and jump right into first. Right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and switch over to the charts and hop right into this. Alright, let's get right into it. So, oh man, where do I want to start, man? It was a beautiful play that happened on Friday. My Academy members watching this video. You guys, Academy members and Citizen Chat members. Well, okay, yeah. So Citizen Chat members, if you're watching this video, you guys already know. Like, I gave you guys an analysis of what I was looking for on the charts from Germany 40, US 30, NAS 100, SPS 500, and every single one of them, for the most part, actually played out exactly as expected. But since I don't really trade on Fridays, I don't care to trade on Fridays, unless it's during London. I didn't actually take any of the setups that I actually gave you guys in the chat. But for my YouTube family, for my YouTube people, we're about to really go into another setup, basically like what I'm looking for on the chart. So I'm gonna actually go down 1 through 4. I'm not gonna do the Japan pair today. I just let that one chill. But SPS, NOS 100, US 30, Germany 40. I'm gonna give you a free sauce, free Sunday market outlook on every single one of these pairs. And after this, you guys do what you want with this information, right? So for starters, let me just delete everything. Look at the chart from just a naked chart perspective. What do we see happening on the charts last week? How did the market play out? So we saw Monday the 12th, we had some sales, right? Highest point in the market dropped, pulled back, and went for a crazy sell-off because of the news they released. Went back to a key support level, the previous support level from the beginning of the month, February 5th. After it hit that price rejected that area, gave us a bullish engulfing candlestick, confirming that this is no longer a downtrend move, but instead setting us up for potential buy setup. And that led us to kind of like what we saw on Tuesday, where the market wanted to retest back to the area that started this overall sale. So this is a free gem I'm giving y'all. I've been really, like I said, at the end of the video, I'm gonna talk about the different stuff I'm about to release on the YouTube. Already uploaded onto the YouTube channel already. All I gotta do is make the video public and y'all guys to us, right? So, but I'm gonna say it for the end. So look, SPS 500, and this is a gem from every single pair. Whenever a crazy news come out, or like, I believe it was CPI, right? So whenever a core, I think it was CPI or core CPI, one of the news came out, right? Whenever it's like a crazy news, or better yet, whenever you see your indice pair drop, right? You see a strong volume candlestick that drop like this, and the market starts to like consolidate and slow down. Just know, whenever it's a drop like this, the market loves to retest that same area that it that started the sales. Like whenever it's a crazy drop, always anticipate some type of reversal or some type of retest back to the resistance, the sell-off area that started. And same thing for the buys. If it was a crazy buy, always expect retest back to the area that started the buys before the continuation of the trend. So in this instance, since the market dropped for the sales, I was already testing my personal mentees, telling people in the chat, in the sales chat, like, look, I love the sales. I love the fact that it's so great, but I know our buys are getting ready to come. And being able to identify when the buy is coming, that is a gem within itself, right? So, but that obviously you guys can either learn that from the academy or you can learn that from the book once that is dropped, right? So, on the charts right now, what we're seeing, we saw the reversal for the buys. The market made its way back to the strong candlestick that started sales to reject it, but ultimately it still ended up going bullish and ultimately almost retesting back to the high of the week, right? The high of the week, the high of forever, the highest point SPS has ever been. And what do we have? Like after it came close to the high, it didn't actually come to the high, but it came close to the high. What happened? The market started selling off. It gave us one strong bearish candlestick and started selling off for that downtrend. Then it took back off for the buys again, creating the right shoulder. For those that don't know, this candlestick pattern that's happening on the charts right now is a heads and shoulders pattern. And a heads and shoulders pattern is an indication on the charts that the market is getting ready to go for a downtrend, right? You have your left shoulder right here, you have your head, you have your strong push for the downtrend, and now you have your right shoulder. And then ultimately, what I'm going to be looking for tonight is one more pullback, one more retest to create another lower high on the charts to set us up for our downtrend moves that could be potentially coming, right? I don't necessarily think, as of right now, based off what I'm seeing, I'm not really looking to see if the market is going to be breaking out of this area or going for new heights again. But instead, since as of right now, and based off of how Friday played out, until it actually closes above this zone, this is actually could potentially be the start of the downtrend moves, right? But the first setup I'm gonna give you guys today, for SPX, right? My analysis that I'm gonna go based off of, and y'all know what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna actually publish my charts, so you guys can go subscribe to my name on TradingView. I believe it's Abe Shaw 97 right here. Subscribe to my name on there, and you can actually go on there and look at my charts live time as you're looking at the markets and seeing like how you like it and stuff, right? So here we have our zone. So all I want to see tonight, right? We have our support. This was the higher low at the moment. This is the resistance level that we saw on Friday. Technically it's here, but I'm gonna bring it up here. This is the candlestick that I need the market to break out of again in order for me to look for the buys. And this is the candlestick that I need the market to break out of again in order for me to look for the sales. But for right now, based off of my trade idea, I'm gonna just say this is a trade idea, right? Right. So I'm looking for a breakout around 50.20. This will be my buy entry. This is TP1. And actually, for those that don't know, I do have a free signals chat. I'm going to be posting more heavily in there this week. So make sure you visit the link in the YouTube bio to get access to the signals chat. It's called Trade with Abe. So all the free setups I'm sending out, all the breakdown videos like this that I'm about to be doing is going to be dropped onto that chat as well as the charts as well. So actually, you know what? I guess I could do that right now. We're going to do that right now while I'm recording this video. So now y'all get the behind the scenes. Oh, dang, cool. He didn't already put it in the chat. So 50.20, and then the stop loss on this trade would be 50.10. Boom. So this is going to be the first setup for the week that I'm actually dropping in the free chat. I don't know why I just did it like that. Why is it doing this? It's the first time I've ever seen trading be trip like that. Why are you tripping? All right, there we go. And voila. Cool. First setup, dropped in the chat. So this is what I'm looking for the buys, right? So TP1 is 50 pips, 100 pips, 150, 200. And then I guess you can make this the last CP at 50.45. So 50, 100, 150, 200, and 250 pips. But if you are a technical person that's like, oh, that's not, indices aren't called pips, points. If you want to go based on points, okay, 5 points, 10 points, 15 points, 20 points, 25 points. I know everybody had their own different terminology of how they break down how much money they're making per trade on like from a technical standpoint. Indices versus like currencies. Currencies are pips, indices are points. Right. So that's the first trade I'm looking for. If it break out the zone, I'm looking for the buys. If it comes back to the support level, this is a gem I'm giving y'all. If it comes back to the support level, right? It gapped. So if it comes back to the support level, fails to close outside this zone and closes back inside this zone, you guys can go ahead and look to take buys either at the support at 5,000, or you can wait for it to come back above to 5,005, and then you can look to swing that trade back to the other side again. But, well, let me rephrase that. Can't swing it back to the other side, but the only reason you would know you can swing it back to the upside is if it break out of the zone. So let's say it retests support. Entry is 5,005, right? 5,005 is the entry. Stop loss is 44.95. A beautiful stop loss because it's outside of the zone that it just rejected off of, right? Then the TP1 inside the zone, 5 points, that's 50.10. 10 points, 50.15. So TP1 and TP2 can smash for a good 10 points, aka 100 pips, right? So you catch 100 pips. If it fails to break out of the zone, then you know you need to take profit and get out of this trade. But if the market actually breaks outside of this zone, give us a retest to the zone, or better yet, closes outside of the zone, then you know you can hold that trade for the official move that I gave you guys at 50.20. So either one is good. Either you can take the 5,005 entry, set your stop loss at 49.95, or you can actually wait for that 50.20 move and look for those breakouts on that. And I think to make this video not be super duper long, I'm only going to do actually no, I'm just kind of like talk a little bit faster. I'm gonna give y'all both sides. So this is the buy side. Let me go into the sell side. Sell side is if it breaks outside the zone, you guys can look for the sales at 44.95. Stop loss 5,005, and then TP 1 through 4. We're gonna go 49.80. If I'm not mistaken, it's 49.95, 49.90, 85. That's 3, and then see, I know it wasn't that up. Boom. So this would be TP 1 through 4 for 20 points, or AKA 200 pips for my people that understand like the currency pip count, right? So this is the first 2 trades that I'm giving you up for the week so far, and it's in the chat. I don't know why trading this ship right now. I might go ahead and I'm still gonna upload this to my, after this video is done, I'm gonna go ahead and publish this to this trading view. So that way you guys can just see it from the tradingview.com website. And we'll go from there. So this is SPX. Next up, NAS 100. Same exact concept. The same exact principle. The reason why I've been having high success, because every single one of the indices move exactly the same, right? If I truly believe if anybody can trade one index, you have the potential to trade another index pair, right? Yes, my favorite 2 pairs to trade are, I can't even say that anymore. It really is US 30 and SPX 500. But I've been milking Germany 40, and I love trading Germany 42. That's why originally all 4 of these pairs was my babies for real. These was the main 4 that I was calling trades on and killing it at a high success rate. But obviously recently, you guys know, I've been going crazy with the Japan pair too. So focus, focus. Now it's 100. What am I looking for on this one? This one actually tanked and took off of those sales faster than any other pair. Nas always moves and always has a mind of its own and minds of its own. I can't talk. Has a mind of its own and does exactly whatever it wants to do. Looking at this right now, this one's a little bit kind of like choppier, but it's the same concept that we was looking for SPX, right? So we got our zone, we have our support level down here, we have our lower high right here, the area that it needs to break. The areas of interest, if it breaks this zone, is here and here. These are the 2 areas that I got 3 areas here and here. And the reason why I made these 3 points, because you have the lower high here, you have another area here where we saw this was resistance in the past. So this could be a nice price area. And then we have the final area that we can see the market coming to right here. Anywhere off of these prices that I just labeled can be an area that the market can decide that it wants to hit this price and reject. So keep that in mind as I go ahead and give you guys these buy setups, because either one of these areas can end up playing as a sell area option for you guys later on in the week, right? So we're gonna go break out of the zone 17760. I'm gonna let it really come all the way out, and then we're gonna go, where's my pip count calculator? Stop loss is gonna be back inside 30 points, or AKA 300 pips. TP1, 360. And I actually need to figure out what colors I want to do. Now, I just recently changed my charts back to the black screen. Oh, cool. I'll leave TP2 right there. TP2, 700 pips. TP3, 970. TP4, 1200. Spot on. Perfect. So the reason why I said spot on, because like usually how my TP goes, like I have in my chat, I always do like TP 1 through 5 or TP 1 through 7, depending on how confident I am in a swing trade. But usually it's 360, 660, 960, 1200, 1500, and then 2000. So looking at this right now, though, since I already broke it down, you guys understand this is our entry, this is our stop loss. This is our TP1, this is our TP2. If the line is orange, this is then you know that this is an area that the market can retest to and pull back off of this price, or it can be the start of the sales. So if you decide that you want to try to hold for up here, you have to understand the risk of the longer you hold, the probability that you might get caught in a pullback or the probability that the trade could potentially reverse on you. That's why I always stress the importance of securing those profits once you are in blue, or at least moving that stop loss and profit no matter what, right? So just do that one in the free chat as well. If you want access to the chart, go ahead and go check it out there. If it breaks out of the bottom of the zone though, right, it's crazy. I don't even think my personal preference is that breakout for the sales. I don't even want to give y'all that one. So I think I'm gonna hold off on giving y'all that one because I would rather wait. Like I don't really care for. I would rather y'all enter off a retest back to resistance and then we capitalize off of the sales. I would hate for y'all to enter down here just to get caught in like a retest because it's kind of like at a retest to a zone area. So like I would hate for y'all to enter this sell to break right here and take this back down to the support. But instead, later on in the week, I'm either gonna drop another video or you know what? No, I'm gonna put in the trade with a chat, the free chat, and then from there, it's gonna be a crazy buy opportunity off of this level. We can see it already. We can see it now, or at least if you can't see it, I can see it now. This area right here, the same way this like it hit this price and wicked and just took off the buys. If this market come back down here again, I got a feeling it's gonna do the exact same thing. Same thing right here, same thing right here. The only time we know that it's not gonna do the exact same thing is when this candlestick will have to drop, create a lower high, drop, create a lower high, drop. Like it has to get close to this area and start chilling out, and then all of a sudden, it's gonna break out the zone and really start those downtrend moves that we've been talking about. I'm trying to see if I can find an example to show y'all. I'm trying to see. This is kind of what I meant. Okay, cool. This is support, and then you see I bounced off of it close to that area still, and just pump the market and drop. But this is really another way of showing us a fake breakout, which I can get into that too. But I'm not gonna get into that in this video. That's not what this video is for. Maybe later down in the future, I might end up giving you all that sauce. But right now, no. US 30, my baby. US 30, US 30, US 30. Same concept, same concept. This one, we have our support. We have our levels of interest I'm looking for. For me, really, I'm just waiting to see where price is going to climb to off of these prices. It's funny because I'm not even looking for that same area how I was with SPS. Excuse me, and with SPS and NAS. For this one though, I'm kind of like, if y'all didn't notice, I'd be very particular on what time, what days, and as well as what kind of setups I take on US 30, right? So don't really care right now that's in the middle of the market. I would rather look for my main trades either at the top of this zone right here. And I actually already have this trade set up marked up, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in one of my chats. Not in my chats, but on my website, on the What to Trader website. So I probably will go ahead and drop that into the chat later on today. So I'm not gonna remark this up, but I can show y'all the arrows of what I'm thinking. So I can get rid of these zones so that way it look clearer. Come here. I don't even know why I marked that up on a 15 like that. I could have just went to the 4 hour or the 1 hour. But as you can see, this is the highest point. This is the lowest point. This is our zone. This is our range. If I drop down to the 15, all I want to see, I will look for the buys on US 30. If it retests this area at 38,560, then we can go ahead. If the market fails to break out of this zone, we can go ahead and take buys around 38,580 and look to take those trades back to the upside. That's option one. That's option one for the scenario for tonight or / going into New York tomorrow. That's gonna be a beautiful. If that ends up playing out tomorrow, that's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful trade. The only other option I could think of is, let's say for whatever reason the market takes off again for the buys tonight and it comes to the top of this resistance. If it comes to this top of the resistance and fails to break out of this structure again, you can go ahead and look for the sales around 38,760. And then once again, this same shit right here would be another area I would look to swing trade back down to the bottom of the zone, or at least for a nice 1,200 pip move. If I'm not mistaken, there isn't a lot of news dropping this week, so it shouldn't be too crazy, a crazy type of week on the charts. Not gonna be no crazy news for until Thursday. Thursday is gonna be probably one of the biggest days of the week for most of you guys, unless you are trading currencies or unless you're scalping the markets. But as far as now, it looks like it's really gonna be a calm week on the chart. So we're gonna be patient on the actual moves. But realistically, option 1 or option 2, these are my main 2 setups I'm looking for the week. Even if that means, I'm gonna give you another jump. A lot of people are probably looking for buys right here, right? A lot of people are probably looking for buys. I'm gonna tell y'all what could potentially happen. The market, a lot of people is gonna have buy limits at this position right here. The market is gonna decide that it wants to break out this zone. Then it's either gonna do one or two things. It's gonna be a fake breakout, and then the market is gonna come back inside this zone, take off for the buys, and then once again we can still look for that swing back to the upside for the continuation for the overall uptrend. Or we're gonna find out that the market is gonna break out of this zone, and it's either going to retest this area, faking everybody out, thinking that's coming back for the buys, and then tank one more time, and then push to this level. And this is going to be the actual area that we're going to want to buy at. Or we're going to see that we don't even get a retest at all. And then once again, the market just absolutely just tank and just push to this level anyway. So if I can't enter my buy right here, I'm going to be patient enough and be disciplined enough to wait for the market to come back to 38,433 and capitalize off of the buys off this, right? I want you guys to work on your patience and work on being disciplined enough to know, like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not looking for buys. I could potentially scout the sales on the way back down to this area. But at the same time, listen to how I'm saying I would rather wait for it to come back here. I'm not saying that it's going to, because there's a possibility that it might not even come on. Even though I want it to come right here, it could just really just retest this zone right here and bounce off of this and still come back inside the buys. But since I took a sell early right here, it's basically me just assuming that's coming all the way back to the zone. So instead of doing that, I'm waiting for either you could reach, if you go for the sales, cool. I'm gonna wait for the retest here. I'm gonna snipe my buy entry back to the upside here, or at least back to the previous zone structure that you broke out of. If you don't break out all the way, come all the way down here, but instead you just drop right here and then you retest this area, cool. The moment you close back inside this zone, the moment I get a strong bullish engulfing candlestick similar to this right here, then I'm in those buys for that trade. Unless I have other strategies I use, like the 5 minute and 1 minute time frame that I use for a more sniper entry. But like my academy members watching this, y'all know what I'm talking about. But more of the story though, like the main setup wise, and the main safer, more secure entry that I'm telling you guys for the YouTube community will be waiting for that close inside the zone with off of a bullish engulfing candlestick. Last but not least, and that's like I said, I'm gonna drop the 2 setups in the chat once I'm actually ready to like mark it up and stuff. But right now, it's consolidating and chilling, so no need to rush it. Last but not least, Germany 40. From my MA standpoint, my 4-hour MAs are getting ready to cross, but I really don't care about that right now, right? Because I see what's really going on. We have our zone. We got to break outside the zone. We had a market retest the zone. The market, as of right now, has failed to close back inside the zone. And as we're seeing it, as I'm recording this video, the market is actually kind of bouncing off of this zone to create a support level. Looking at this from a 15-minute standpoint, though, it looks like a strong head and shoulders pattern that formed right here. You can see a left shoulder here, a head, a right shoulder pullback, the second right shoulder pullback, and this was started the sales. If I look from like a wider perspective, you can see it again here. Left shoulder, head, pullback, right shoulder, pullback, created a double top indication right here that you know, dang, I can't even see my trend line. Got a double top on a downtrend, then you know the sales are coming, creating lower highs. So actually looking at this from a trend line perspective, we could look to see this tonight potentially, right? Retested the trend line and then break inside the zone. Back to this support. Back to this support level right here. And this area will play as our buy entry. So either that, and this would be perfect because like bouncing off of here is like you're coming back inside the resistance level. So it's like cool, retest the trend line, bounce off of that, drop for the sales, take buys back to the resistance level to confirm that it's ready to go for a downtrend. Because now we know if it doesn't close outside this zone, the market is staying with those sales and it's staying with that downtrend. And then now we have another sell opportunity that we can catch and hold for the remainder of February. Like I was just talking about right there, but that's fire. That's some fire sauce. And then of course, if it does end up breaking out and going all the way up here, Same concept. Still look for the sales if it doesn't break above this level. But that is officially, I'm done rambling. That is officially my overall analysis, my overall outlook of what I'm looking for on the charts today. Right? Give you guys the buys, the sales, give you guys the buys on Nas. Like I said, US 30 later on today, I will be dropping, if not today, Monday, I will be dropping the actual chart setups for either option 1 or option 2 back to the support. Right now, I'm just letting the market do what it wants to do tonight, so that way it can show us how it's moving later on this week. All right, now let me tell y'all everything that's getting to come, just in case you're not hit. All right, so for those that are not hit, your boy is officially about to become an author. Like, that's crazy. Like, never in my 6 years of day trading did I ever think I was gonna ever decide on dropping a book, dropping like a digital ebook on like different strategies that I'm using on the charts, or even just like having like an audience of people that's actually interested in the book or learning, being able to read and like really dissect everything I'm teaching. Like, it's crazy. But for those that don't know, I didn't put the YouTube short. I didn't put a YouTube short out over here. But if you follow me on Instagram, you guys already know. If you follow me on TikTok, you guys already know. But for my YouTube people that don't know, now you know. Your boys are releasing a wealthy trader book. It's called The Art of a Sniper. As you guys know, I like to catch sniper entry trades. So it's perfectly fitting that my book is called Art of a Sniper, learning how to trade indices. Really, the strategies I'm giving y'all is based off of US 30, right? But you guys can't implement this strategy across any pair that you trade, because at the end of the day, one of the strategies I'm teaching y'all is price action. Actually, I will read out to y'all the contents, like what's dropping. Let me see. And you know what? Later on this week, I'm gonna release 10 pages of the book on my website. So you have to go to my website, go to the free resource section, and you'll be able to read the first 10 pages of my book. The book actually released March 1st. For those that do not know, March 1st is the official release date. I'm probably, for the first release date, like for that weekend, it's probably going to be a certain amount at a discounted price. I'm thinking like no more than 150. It might just be like 150. It's like, that's literally cheap for the value and the strategies I'm giving y'all. Like, I'm literally, my whole purpose of the book, like my thought process behind it was, I'm like, if I had to start from scratch to trade indices, and I need to learn how to teach myself my strategy all over again, teach myself how to read the charts all over again, how would I do it? How would I write it in a book? That was my overall thought process on how I went about creating a book, as well as my overall thought process is giving you guys the gems in the actual game that I use on the day-to-day to not only pass challenges, but also like literally make thousands of dollars on the charts, right? I might end up releasing, I have an actual video series of me passing the FTMO challenge within 3 days, phase 1 and phase 2, off of using my US 30 strategy, off of using that. So I might end up unlisting those videos as well. Currently it is only, I had it set, like I'm doing like in my academy, I have like a Wealthy Talks funded account community section where I'm doing like a funded series over there for them in the academy. But I actually think I might end up releasing those videos to the public too. But I'm getting beside myself. So the contents is going to be 5 chapters. Chapter 1, price action, fire. Chapter 2, the pullback. Chapter 3, Kobe strategy. Chapter 4, candlestick patterns. Chapter 5, psychology. I'm only doing 5 chapters, but within these 5 chapters, like looking at this right now, the book is already, I'm almost done. So chapter 4, I just got to chapter 4 today, and we're already at about 73 pages. So the book is going to be over probably like 100 pages, 100 something pages, straight game. And even in these chapters, I'm not ruining nothing. I'm not going to ruin no surprises. But like in the chapters, actually, if you go to my Instagram right now, you'll see one of the chapters at the Kobe strategy, the Kobe section, chapter 3. I added on like a bonus, like what I just put in there. I'm like, bro, this could have been a whole chapter within itself. But I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just put this under the Kobe strategy because I'm like, it fits so perfectly with this. But at the same time, this, like what I just gave y'all, I promise y'all, if you trade US 30, this junk really gonna be a game changer for you. And my goal is to really help somebody really like get to that next level. Off my personal mentees, each one of my personalities, I know for sure like at least 2 or 3 of them have already reached upon like, bro, like from a year from now, from where I was at, like I've learned so much. I see the market so much in a different perspective. And then now, even now with me releasing a book, now it's like, bro, like I can only imagine. Like this book is literally golden. But I was like, I know when I first release it, I want to give like some type of service to the people. I'm only gonna make it like, I'm really thinking 100. I only want to do 150, but just like the strength, because I know how much is in there, I gotta make it 150. So like literally for the first weekend, I'm probably gonna open up 100 books for at the price of 150. After that, the official price for the books will be around $450, $500. So I figure out how I want to do it, but the information is golden. Like I'm so excited. Like even as I'm writing it down, like talking in the book, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like the fact that I'm really doing this, that I'm really becoming an author. This isn't like a regular ebook. I'm not trying to, like I said in the first video I dropped on Instagram and stuff. Like this isn't like a quick book, but not really giving away no game at all. Like no, I putting my actual strategies that I'm trading with on a day-to-day basis, the TPs I'm using, the stop losses that I'm using, the entries, the certain type of time frames I'm using, showing how you could trade if you're a scalper, if you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, all these different like ways of trading, like all put in here. So I'm excited, bro. Like I can care less. My cousin asked, he's like, bro, like this is gonna go off for real. I'm like, bro, I don't even care. Like even if I got, like I'm more excited that for the value that I put into it, more than I can get one sale and I'll be satisfied for this book. One sale. And I really didn't care about that because more so it's like, bro, like I know what I poured into it. So even I'm about to like reread this back to myself, re-teach myself things that I've learned along the way. But hopefully by you watching this video, maybe in some way, shape, or form, this book will impact your life and help take your trading to the next level, help you pass those financial sessions at an all-time high now, figuring out whatever. You never know. Like you never know what you might be missing, and I know for a fact like what's in this book might be able to help you. So enough of me rambling, man. I'm just so excited talking about this. Like, bro, I really did this junk, and it's good too. Like, oh my gosh. But enough of me rambling. It's currently 11:53 p.m. as I'm recording this video. Still probably, you know what, we're gonna do a midnight drop. So I'm gonna hurry. I don't even need to edit it. Everything is literally raw. Upload, put on YouTube. Y'all got it. So let me stop talking. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you for staying to the end and watching it. Appreciate you. Love you. Like I said, join the free chat if you want chart setups. If not, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Oh, that's what I was saying. I have some old videos, old strategies, old different backtesting videos and stuff that I need to add that in the book too. Old videos, old backtesting, all these different variables in the past that I had on my YouTube channel that I had for my academy. And I was like, you know what, I want to start giving more value to the YouTube side as well. So I'm going to unlist some of those videos throughout these next couple of weeks. So be on the lookout. If I unlist it, you're going to know, because I'm probably going to update the title so y'all know it's like an old video. So that way y'all not like, damn, like this was back in da-da-da-da. Like, but hopefully you guys getting some value from that. Now I am officially done. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you once again for staying to the end. Please like, subscribe if you already know. Peace out.